is a joke. Look at the scientific explanation for the origin of life as we know it. There's a major flaw. I mean, it's no wonder we have creationists. You know, those people, God love them, who tell their children that, you know, originally we all went to school with the dinosaurs, or whatever it is that they tell them. But no wonder they exist, because listen to the explanation for the origin of life itself. It doesn't sound very scientific. There was a big bang, and then we all came from monkeys. What, that's it? Yeah, shop's closed, fuck off. I need more than that. There must be more than bang. Honey, I'm home, come on. It's such a boring theory anyway. It's much more interesting if you reverse the order. So there's that, and then the other thing that we seem to have bought into a big way is consumerism. That's what people fill the void, you know, stuff. Give me the tin, give me the couch, the wig, the tiny beans, the radio, the CDs, the fucking shoes, all the stuff, all the time that you can't get away from. You know you bought a lot of shit because you're broke now, and your house is full of shit. You walk around the house looking for a pencil or a piece of paper, you can't find anything useful like that, but you can always put your hands on a purple furry cube with the number 6 on the side and rubber legs underneath, and you pick it up and you go, what is this shit? Why is it in the house? Because you bought it, that's why. Like all the other crap you never use. There's people in the middle of Sydney driving around in those huge 4x4 vehicles. They're like little houses on the move. You can't even see the people inside, they're so high up. The men on the mobile phones going blah, blah, blah about money. Or the ladies with the Roman candle of blonde hair going hiya, 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 as they plough through school children. Roaring around, up and down the street where your children play in their fucking Toyota Hiroshimas. So they can get to the mall quicker, to buy more shit, to put it in the house. The jewellery, the clothes, the perfume. Perfume is a good example of a product gone all wrong. When I was a child, that was a sort of semi-exotic thing, you know, and it was called something stupid, like Fleur de Fleur. And you would give it to your mother or an auntie at Christmas, and it was advertised by some dopey-looking woman in a field of sunflowers, and she looked like she'd been hit by a tractor because she was going... She just couldn't get over how nice she smelled. And now, because we're so jaded, we've consumed so much, our attention can only be grabbed in a violent way. So it's always advertised by these constipated exoskeletal bitches who are sneering at you. And it's called something horrible like homicide. Dysentery. Urban dysentery for boys and girls. What's wrong with us? We're the only organism the planet is actively asking to fuck off by burning things and freezing things and melting things on us. It's like going past the ocean and seeing it spit out whales. Fuck off, I've had enough of you. Passing the eucalyptus tree as the koalas hang on, the tree's going, get the fuck away from me. Now you're in the forefront of all that because you've got real weather here. Dramatic weather. You open your front door and everything might be gone, or you might be 2.5 miles further on down the road in a flood. In Britain and Ireland, where people talk about the weather all the time, all day, there's no story, there's no weather. But Irish people especially insist on drama, so you'll hear things like, oh, it was fierce mild. It's touch and go there for a while. So, God doesn't work. Science doesn't work. Consumerism certainly doesn't work. So where do you go? Where do you end up? We end up back with each other. There's nowhere else to go. People, you have a very important early decision to make in your life. Are you going to be alone? Are you going to be with somebody else? Are you going to be sane or not lonely? A couple is a strange thing. It's an organism that's half as intelligent as the most intelligent member. And you both know who that is. Because you've got two people walking around together all the time trying to remember all the different shit they have to lie about to each other. Oh, we're going over here, are we? Oh, good. Are we going to see those people? Terrific. Oh, good. So I hope it doesn't stop anytime soon. And there's a lot of pressure on you to find the right person. You're told if you don't find the right person, your life is fucked. It's might as well forget the whole thing. You're dead. Which is rubbish. There's billions of you. We're all the fucking same. If it's not him, it'll be her. Or if it's not him, it'll be them. There's millions of people for everybody. There's more than enough. We're very overstocked on ourselves. But it's because we all think we're so fabulous. The first half of your life is all spent getting over yourself anyway. You know, you would think you're amazing, unique. Young people walking around going, you know, the funny thing is, I was just in the kitchen, but now I'm here in the bedroom. Get a load of me. I just go on and on. And that's around the age when you meet somebody else and you're totally unbearable. Two young, fit, healthy, attractive people in love. There's nothing worse to look at in the world. It's going around going, I can't believe I met you because I'm amazing and you're amazing and we're surrounded by shitheads. It's just amazing. Hey, I know this really good bar. Let's go and make it better. In the second half of your life, you realize just how like every other hump who drew breath you really are. Except you're more boring. But anyway, so there's a lot of pressure. There's pressure on a young man to say something snappy and seductive and charming to a young woman in a dance hall or a disco or whatever they're called now, those places where you walk in and the music makes your internal organs bleed. And that's very hard because it's a loaded conversation. It's about attraction. So what do you say? You know, what's the right thing to say? There's nothing. It's like talking to the bereaved. There's no right thing to say. Hey. Yeah. Like your clothes and stuff. You want some gravy? There's no... Gravy is not an innuendo. I just mean actual gravy. Yeah, fuck, where are you from? It's, you know, it's the same with the bereaved. What can you say? I am sorry about all the people who died. Want a little gravy? It doesn't work then either, you know. But there's too much pressure on you because you're young and you're stupid. You should be given some latitude, some license there. You know, you should just be allowed to walk up and say, hey! And then you can go off together. And do something wonderfully stupid, like have a gap year. Why not? There's no other justification for that as far as I can see anyway. What do young people have gap years for? They haven't done anything yet. Why don't they have a full year where they do 9 times as much as they've ever experienced up to that point? So they know what the rest of adulthood feels like. Which is walking around in a desert with a bag over your head being bumped into by people who rob you as they bore you. And they always go for some stupid reason as well. So where are you going? Brazil. You bastard. Why? Because they have a snake there. And what it does, it pretends to be asleep, and then monkeys come over, and then it fucks them and eats them. And there's... Well, have a great time in jail with malaria. So yeah, all that pressure on the young man and the young woman, and there's, you know, tremendous amounts of different kinds of pressure on the young man and the young woman, because, you know, 7,000 women in Britain alone went for cosmetic breast surgery last year, which is, you think, why? A tiny number of them might have needed some medical attention. The rest just thought they weren't good enough. You know, they needed something else, big, small, square, maybe wrap around, I don't know. But you must be pretty insecure to go to a surgeon and say, what I want you to do is put me asleep with powerful drugs. When I'm asleep, rip, snip, frisbee away different bits of me, stick in 2 weather balloons, sew it up, wait until I'm groggy and deranged and bloody, and wake me up and then give me